Thank you for tuning in to our second series of Breadcrumbs podcast with me, your host, Barbara Smith. Gather around with your little ones because it's kids' story time. Hello, boys and girls, moms and dads, and all of those who are out there watching today. I just wanted to come to you and let you know that hard work pays off. Hard work and perseverance is how you are going to get the things that you want in life. If you ever see something nice that somebody else has, remember it's because somebody worked really hard to get that. I'm going to tell you a little story called The Little Hen. Now, the little hen was very, very industrious, they call it. That's a big word. Industrious means to be working all the time, very busy, staying busy, doing the chores that she needs to do. And this little hen really stayed busy. She loved being in the barnyard, picking for worms, big, long, juicy ones. Peckety peck, peckety peck. She loved that. Delicious. Then she had some little chicks, and she had to work even harder. She had to get worms for them and take them to the baby chicks and put it in the baby chick's mouth. Those nice, delicious worms. She did this every day. She made sure her chores were done. She was a good hen. Around the barnyard, there was a big old fat pig. He'd rather laze around and eat something if somebody brought it to them. No matter what it was, he would eat anything and lay back down again in the sun and just be lazy. There was a cat in the barnyard. He was the same way. He didn't even bother chasing after the rat that was in the barn. He just ate his milk and his food that was brought to him and lazed around with Mr. Pig. And the rat was living its best life because the cat wasn't after him. And so he could go after little bugs and things to eat. He would just rest and not worry about a thing. One day, the little red hen was peckety-peck, peckety-peck. She picked up something. She thought at first, oh, here's a nice, delicious worm. And then she thought, no, this is a little harder. Yes, it's kind of slender, but it's a little harder. I wonder what this is. I wonder if we should eat it. I wonder what we should do with it. She asked around, and everybody in the barnyard said, that's a seed. That is a seed to grow wheat with. A seed to grow wheat? She had never grown wheat before. They said, you grow the wheat and then you make the bread and it is so delicious. Oh, she got so curious and she thought, oh, my little chickies might like some bread. I wonder if I could try this. So because she was industrious, she was a busy person, and she loved bread, she thought, let me see if I can try to plant this seed. She hollered out in the barnyard, who wants to help me plant the seed? I've never done it before. I need help. The pig said, not I. The cat said, not I. The rat said, I'm not doing it. So the little red hen said, I'll do it myself. And she did. She took the long trip into the field, found a spot. She dug a little hole, peckety-peck, in the soil, put the seed in and covered it up. And she went back home and fed her chicks some worms that she had found. Well, she checked on the wheat every day. She took it water. She tended to it. And she began to see a little sprout. A little sprout. A little sprout. It started to grow. She was so excited because she had never done this before. And so she was excited that it was working and it was growing. And finally it grew really high. And some of her friends said, well, I think it's time for you to cut down the wheat. Oh, I have to cut it down. Okay. So she said, who wants to help me cut down the wheat? She hollered to the barn animals. The pig said, not me. I just got ready for my nap. The cat said, "No way, not me." And the rat said, "Not today." So the little red hen said, "Well, I'll do it myself." So she went and she peckety peck peck, peckety peck peck at the wheat, and she got the wheat cut down. She took it back to the barnyard. It was very hard work for her. She'd never done this before, and they told her, "You've got to thresh it. You've got to get that good wheat off of there so that you can take it and get it ground into flour." Thresh it, okay. "Who wants to help me thresh the wheat?" she asked the barn animals. The pig said, "You gotta be kidding. I'm not gonna help you thresh wheat." The cat said, "Oh, I just laid down for a nap." And the rat said, "I'm going hunting for some insects. I'm not doing it." So the little red hen said, "I'll do it. I'll thresh the wheat." And so she did. And she got it all packaged up together in a little basket, and she was so excited. And then she asked around, and they told her, "Well, you've got to take it to the factory to get it ground into flour so you could make bread." Oh dear, she was really worried because to go to the factory, that was even further than the field, and she would have to leave her babies. So she made sure that the little chicks were all fed, and then she said, "Who will help me take the threshed wheat to the factory to get it ground?" "Not me," said the pig. "Not me," said the cat. "Not me," said the rat. "I'm ready for my nap today." She said, "Okay, I will take it." She took her basket of threshed wheat and started walking and took the trip to the factory. She had to wait several hours. She kept looking at her little feathered watch. She kept looking at her little feathered watch. She kept looking at her feathered watch. She was worried about her chickies at the barnyard. Finally, they got done, and it was ground into powder, and they gave her her little package of flour, and she was so excited, and she made her way back to the barnyard, and the chickies were fine, and she gave them a worm that she had found on the way home. She was so excited about this flour, and her friend said, "Well, now you have to make a cake, or make bread, or make biscuits, or make dumplings. There's so many things that you could make with flour, and they're all very tasty." And so she thought about it, and she said, "Tomorrow I will make bread." She got up in the morning. She said, "Who wants to help me make the bread?" The barn animal said, "Not I, not I, not I." The pig and the cat and the rat did not want to help. She said, "Well, I guess I will bake the bread." So she got out her utensils. She put on a nice clean apron. She got everything ready and set out. And she had found herself a perfect recipe. She begins to bake the bread. She mixes it all up. She puts it in the oven. And when it begins to cook, do you know what happens when bread begins to cook? Oh, it smells so good. Ooh, you can smell those rolls. Ooh, you can smell that loaf of bread. Ooh, it smells so yummy. And all of the barnyard animals were starting to smell the bread. The pig was getting interested. Ooh, the cat was getting interested. The rat was like, ooh, I smell something good. I sure hope I could get a piece of that. When the bread was finished, she took it out of the oven. Oh, it was delicious. It was golden brown on the top. It looked so good, and she was so excited about it. And she was excited that her chicks were going to be able to have some fresh baked bread. And so she set it out on the table, and she hollered out, "The bread is baked. Who wants to help me eat it?" "I will," said the pig. "I will," said the cat. "I will," said the rat. And the little red hen said, "No, you will not. I will eat the bread. My chicks will eat the bread. You will not have a peace because when I ask you to help me plant it, to help me cut it, to help me thresh it, help me take it to the factory to get ground into flour, help me bake it and put it in the oven, you did not want to do it. So you will not get any bread, and my chicks will get bread, and I will get bread. So the moral of the story is the poor old pig, he missed out on the bread. Poor old cat, he missed out on the bread. And the rat didn't get any bread either because they did not help to make it, to fix it, to tend to the wheat. They did nothing. Do you know that the Bible tells us that if we are lazy, it will bring us to poverty? That's another big word. And poverty means that you will always be poor. You will have nothing because you are not willing to get up and work and do what you need to do. And so we should not worry when our moms and dads give us chores. We should get up and do those chores because we are helping at home. We are helping make the home beautiful. We are helping to maintain and keep the home beautiful. Our moms and dads give us toys and they want us to keep them nicely put in the toy box or on the shelf or in the cupboard. We should not say, no, we won't do it. We should not be crying and whining and I don't want to clean my room, because that teaches us to take care of things. And when we take care of things, we can keep things nice and we can have things. Remember, I told you at the beginning of the story of the little red hen that if you see somebody that has nice things, it's because somebody worked hard. If you see somebody having a nice meal, some nice baked bread, it's because somebody worked to bake that bread and to tend that wheat. So don't forget, hard work will pay off in the end. I hope you all have a good day until our next story time. Bye-bye. Thank you for stopping by. That's all for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share with your friends. Until next time, bye-bye.